You know where we at, bro? Blowing smoke.
The Clemson blowing their ass out.
Blowing their ass out.
Right.
For real.
Yeah, lights, camera, action. You feel me?
It's a busy day for my boy, bro. He working.
Checking out, make sure I look good over there. Y'all look slouched.
Make sure you show them your paintings.
Oh,
You gotta make sure you emphasize
too.
your work,
Yeah.
too.
They probably tired of my shit at this point. I've been showing.
You been showing that shit off, huh?
Good.
You gotta promote your own shit. Why not?
Yeah, this stop number. Damn, why this shit so close? This stop number 3 today, and yeah, we about to get busy, man. Lights, camera, action. Day in the life, Mr. Sampson.
Vlogging the day, I like it.
Yeah, you know what? Because people be seeing me, bro, and they're like, yo, you always be out all the time and all this. I'm like, you know what, motherfuckers? Let me show y'all what I really be doing all day.
Like I don't even show y'all half of it if you really been honest.
I'm telling people, I'm like, yo, like, I be busy. And they're like, oh, nobody's that busy. I'm like, bro, when I leave that house, it's non-fucking stop. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, bro, I've been home in the last 48 hours. I've been home for 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You're not even at home no more.
that's what I'm saying.
When I was younger, there was a dude, or when I was a little bit younger, probably like when I got my first apartment. We rolling?
Yeah, we rolling?
I got my first apartment. Some dude, I was telling him what I was trying to do. I was trying to be an actor. He's like, you ain't trying to be an actor, bro. I always see you at home all the time. You want to be doing it, I should be seeing you at home all the time. And that stuck with me because I still was out there working all the time. But like, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to get it, you can't be home.
You can't be home, bro. And like tomorrow, it's the same shit, bro. Like, I'm gonna go home, sleep. Tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna go back and add some more to that fridge. Come back home, work on this commission piece that I'm doing, and then like I'm gonna work on that shit till I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Then I wake up, go back to the fridge on Monday morning, do that shit all day until that shit is done.
Yes, sir.
Like I'm finishing that shit Monday and Tuesday. I'm gonna take Tuesday off though, cause
gotta take Tuesday off.
I'm big on rest, man. Like I'm like go hard, but like. Shut it down for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that self-preservation.
Look, I hear that all the time, bro. It's like you go about your days, right? And then people that seem like, especially the hustlers, like if it's in you, it's in you. So it's like you don't really feel like you need that, but in life you really do. You know what I'm saying? You need that one day at least. You know what I'm saying?
People like that team no sleep. I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't with that. Like, I get my sleep. Like, and the thing is like I might have those days where like. You know, I am team no sleep, but I make sure like I take I balance that shit out like equally, and I'll go sit in my hot tub. Like it was like a week straight. I went to the hot tub every day, like twice a day. Just sat in there listening to music, drinking a beer, just chilling.
To be fair, bro, just bring it just a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Yep, right
Oh, we already going?
Yeah, we good.
Oh shit, okay,
we chilling. We chill vibe over here, bro. That's what we do.
We got Sampson over here. Y'all know the vibes, man.
Yeah. Tavon, right?
Tavon, yeah.
Tavon, yeah, hell yeah, man. We got the motherfucking goat and shit. I feel like if you don't know, especially because we're NorCal based, you know what I'm saying? We're expanding into this sector. This is Operation Sector Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? So we tapping in over here in the culture and what we know you got a lot to bring, you know what I'm saying? You've been in this game.
Yeah, I fuck with NorCal, man. Y'all like the New York or the West Coast, man.
Salute.
For real. Yeah, bro, like, nah, that rest is important though, bro, because you can't even be creative, like, being tired, bro, being foggy. You think you being productive, but you're probably doing shit half-assed without that rest.
Right.
And like, people do it and be having that foggy-ass brain and thinking just like pulling out quantity over quality. Like, I ain't with that, bro. Like, I gotta get that break in. Like I said, I was doing that, like, before I started getting burnt out, like when I feel it, that's when I'm like, I'm shutting shit down. Like, I'm gonna turn some stuff down. I'm gonna go sit in that hot tub. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna relax, listen to my music. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of naps, play video games, all that. I'm not working. You know what I mean?
You're a nap guy?
Yeah, I got to, bro. Like,
I've been appreciating him being out here. I ain't gonna lie. I've been appreciating him.
And it's like, like, I'm 40, bro. So it's like, I ain't as young as I used to be. So I gotta make sure I take care of myself, man. The only way to stay young is take care of yourself. You just gotta be careful, man, and get that rest, be cautious, all that good stuff.
I think we gotta emphasize he's 40, bro. This guy on camera right now, I know that quality's high right now. That
man got the fedora on with the jeans looking nice, with the button up, with the boots too. I
got a smooth skincare routine. You feel me?
Okay. It goes into all that though, huh?
Oh yeah,
all that.
And I drink plenty of water and plenty of tequila. Yo, did y'all see? It was this old lady, bro. She turned like 101. They asked her what's her key to living long? She said she drank tequila every day. I was like, I'm about to live to be 1,000.
Damn.
I was like,
Hey,
I take my breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't drink it every day. Like, during the week, I'll do some wine, some like chill vibes. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like an event, but man, whatever take the edge off, keep me stress free.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Get you relaxing.
So you don't dip into any other type of, you don't smoke weed.
I eat edibles though.
There we go.
I don't like coughing, bro. And like, I don't like coughing. And it's silly as hell, bro. I just don't like coughing. And I got sick one year, right? Like really sick. And I had pancreatitis. And I had like this fluid around my lungs. It wasn't from smoking or nothing like that, but like, I couldn't take deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? They had like this machine you have to breathe in to see like your lung capacity and all that. My shit was low.
Really?
And like ever since then, I've been able to, I still ain't really like got my full capacity back. And this was back in 2015. So like, I don't like doing anything that makes me feel like winded that's not productive. As far as like running and stuff like that, I don't like that shit because it gets me winded, but I'll do it just because I know it's good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and smoking has its benefits too. You know what I'm saying? But like, cannabis does.
Right.
And I just choose to do it in a different way. Like,
no, I understand
I'm all
that.
for it. Yeah.
I've been smoking lately, bro, and it's like you take the first 5 to 6 hits, they feel great.
Yeah.
And then after that, your chest starts to burn a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It starts to get one of them ones. So it's like, why am I still smoking? I'm high.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
I mean,
that's how I've been looking at it. I love to smoke though, so that's just my thing.
I look at it like this, man. It's like going to a club and like you don't really need to drink. It's just the muscle memory of having something in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a drink, you're like, I'm clearly drunk. And it's like it's like 10 o'clock already. Like, I still got till 2. Like, I don't need to drink no more, but then you don't know what to do with your hands. You're just sitting there like
just walk around like hang your pocket on your phone.
Yeah, it's like, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want a cup. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what it is. It's just the act of doing it. Like, I know when I eat edibles, like, I like to paint, bro. And man, bro, that shit just be different, bro. Like, the ideas that be coming, like, you like, damn, let me go to sleep and wake up and make sure this is as dope as I thought it was. It do be relaxing your mind. It's taking you somewhere, and it gives you. I saw something where somebody was like, yeah, I can't do when I'm on a go though. Like, I gotta be somewhere like chill, like unless I'm going to like a festival or something, like going to like little art shows and art markets after eating an edible, like during the daytime, complete vibe, bro.
You a shroom guy?
Complete.
Yo, I just started fucking with shrooms, man.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
Do you feel like especially with the artistry, do you feel like that has emphasized, like it catapulted in the way of like a different version of what you see?
Nah,
not
bro.
that deep.
You know what's crazy? So like ever since like I started really painting like that, everybody always asked me like, did I do shrooms? Like, yo, your stuff looks like you do shrooms. You know what I'm saying? You got people melting away in clouds and all of this.
Style look like you do shrooms.
Yeah, and the colors.
Okay.
And they said the colors look like I do like. Not just shrooms, but just psychedelics in general. Yep. And I was like, nah, I ain't never did it. You know what I'm saying? And I tried shrooms with my cousin and like her best friend. And this was like I had just did like this LA Times piece, and like they came over to celebrate. So they come over, you got some wine and stuff like that. And they was like, oh, we got the shrooms. I was like, well, I didn't know we was doing shrooms today. Like,
what time around this was this?
It was like around like 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And so,
because shrooms has a long. If you take it, it's a long effect.
Oh yeah,
right?
I was up to 6 o'clock the next morning.
Oh wow! You still go to sleep,
bro? It was a great night. Like I was, like everything was funny to me. And it was like, it tells you like how you really feeling. And
timing, after this one, we gonna go ahead and make it rock or what? Come on,
bro. It was like, I remember like after, because I was thinking it was gonna hit me like when you get high from weed, you was like, damn, I'm high, like I feel it. It ain't the same with shrooms, but I was looking for that same type. Like I was gonna feel like the head high or something, and it ain't nothing like that. So I went to the bathroom, bro. I looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh, this shit. What is this? I feel like the floor, you feel like you can feel the current of the earth moving under your feet and shit.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo, this shit hit, bro. Like, I come out, I look at my paintings, bro. They're breathing. Like, shit was like swelling up and then going back. And then like the lights were like dimming and then like brighten, and I'm looking like, bro, this is incredible. Mind you, my whole so like my setup is it's 2 floors like this is, except like it don't go around like that. It just goes straight up. So I got all my walls is covered with art. So I'm just looking at this shit like, yo, what? And then I laid down on the floor, and it felt like some Inception type shit where like I'll land on the floor, but it felt like I was standing up and the walls was the floor type shit. Bro, it was wild, but I enjoyed every second of it.
Inception, yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah, bro, it was wild. Yeah,
he's ready, G. I think it's time.
He's
the only one in the room that hasn't done it.
You haven't tried them?
No.
Listen, bro, don't be scared. Make sure you're in a good headspace. You know what I'm saying? Make sure like you're good at what you at in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like the space you in, and just enjoy the ride, bro.
I think that's one thing. The key thing I always say is the headspace. Like people don't understand. Like you gotta. It's real, and I feel like that's with any drug though. I'm not a big pill popper, but I've experienced this a little bit, and I even know with those. Like when those hit, if you're not mentally there, you could.
Exactly, bro.
I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think what it taught me is I'm even happier than I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, damn. I'm like, yo, life is actually pretty dope. Like this. It was crazy. I started really thinking, I'm like, yo, I live in Los Angeles, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm from Syracuse, New York. Like, we don't make it here. Like,
we gotta dig into that, bro.
Bro, my mom was 16 when she had me, man. Like, this ain't even supposed to be possible. Like, I make a living like being an artist. They had me yesterday when I was painting that fridge. I'm out there cold as hell. I'm like, damn, they really trust me to do this. This is crazy. Like, people really trust me to do art for them, like their project. Yeah. Like on a crazy scale. And I'm like,
on a crazy scale. Can we emphasize that too?
Yo,
you said a fridge?
Yeah, it's a fridge. So like, I don't even know when y'all putting this out, because I don't know how much I could talk about this or not. I mean, they're gonna release it this week. Anyways.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be this. We'll be a little bit. So
okay, cool. So, so Roddy Ricch, his project just came out yesterday, actually. Feed the Streets 3.
Yep. Shout out Roddy.
He's actually feeding the streets. So they got this fridge that they're gonna stock up weekly. It's over there by Taco Mel's over in Leimert Park on Crenshaw.
What?
Yeah, it's right on the side of the building. I don't know if that's where they're gonna keep it at, but that's where it's at now. But it's plugged in. It's cold. They gotta clean it, and the inside out. Damn. But they want it to look cool, so you know exactly what fridge it is. So they asked me to paint it, and so I'm painting it. Yeah,
Sampson.
Yeah, man, it's nuts, bro. Like yeah, and it's crazy because Roddy Ricch ain't even my project, but somehow it just kind of my homie, my coworker, shout out to V. They got nah, he's dope, bro. Like he been working on like some crazy projects, and so I was helping him out with the Roddy Ricch. So I did like the Feed the Streets logo. And like, some promo stuff, like some posters and stuff that they put around and stuff. And then it came to be like, yo, you want to paint this fridge? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Let's do it. Like, yeah.
So what does something like that entail? Like, what is the mindset that you think going into that? How does that work in your mind? Like, is it like, all right, this is, you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm a big ass kid, bro. You give me something and give me free range, I'm a draw on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was that kid that used to draw all over his textbooks. Draw all over my desk. Like, I'm a big ass kid, bro. I remember I went to my boss house. I used to work at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I was at my boss house, and like she had this KFC table. Yeah, bro. Bro, I literally went from KFC to Def Jam, bro. Like
that's
in a
fucking
week.
lit, bro.
Yeah,
you got a story,
bro. It was hilarious, bro. Because I remember when I left, that was the only job I had, so I had to use them as references. And I told them all, like, y'all need to use y'all for a reference. And they was like, oh, yeah, where you going to get a job at? And when I tell them, they was like, yo, how the fuck you get that? Mind you, it was only an internship, though, but it turned into a job 6 months later.
This is in NY? This is in New York?
Yeah, it was in New York, yeah. I lived down there I was in Flatbush for about 5 years until, I met my future wife at the time. And then I moved in with her up in Harlem. So I lived there for about 3.5, 4 years. So I was at Def Jam for 5 years though.
How old are you around this time?
I was down there from the age of 22 through 22 through I had just turned 22. So I left in a few months before I turned 30.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah.
So LA is new to you.
I moved to LA when I was 29 and I turned 30 like 2 months later.
So you're a decade in, but still, it's like
yeah.
The culture is. Was it shocking coming here? Was it because like
yeah,
for me,
bro, it was honestly like the first 2 months out here, I was like, I ain't fucking with this, bro. I'm about to go back. Like,
yeah.
What was so bad about it,
bro? It's just like the people was different, and I didn't, and like I was looking for like New York shit in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew people out here.
Like where the bodegas at?
Yeah, like just like that, and just like people was flaking on me and shit, and I ain't had no car, bro. Like it was wild when I first moved here, bro, and I was just like, bro, I was riding a bike everywhere. And then
how'd you move around?
Yeah, and then my mom let me like they had like 3 cars, so she was living out here. Well, she was living in like Rialto, San Bernardino, and I had one of those cars. That kind of changed the game. Then I got a job working at Warner, and then I started meeting people and all of that. And then once I started getting on the scene, like that changed everything up.
So what was your mission going into Def Jam? Like, what did you want to do? Was it always like, because I mean, you're an artist, right? Are you still doing art at this time, I'm assuming?
Yeah, because I was in college, so I was an art major, so I had no choice. So going into Def Jam, my school made you have to have 4 internships under your belt in order to graduate.
4 internships, meaning 6 months times 4.
It ain't got to be 6 months. So they call them fill periods. So they only had to be a month. So they only had to be 4 1-month internships.
I'm getting educated on this. I'm sure a lot of people too. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like, it's 4. That's the one thing about that school. I was like, that's dope because you get that experience and you 18. You don't.
But it's like a speed course because you're doing it so it's in a month. How is that?
Yeah, I guess it's just like you kind of just exploring what you want to do because you don't have to do it in the same place. So my first one I did was it was a house museum, and it was a house museum, and it was like the history of where my school was. My school was in Penn, New York, bro. That shit was a wild place up there. But it was like the history. You know, the museum was like the history of it. I worked there. I did like I illustrated a coloring book while I was there, like for kids. Illustrating the history, whatever. And then the second one was I worked at Habitat for Humanity and like helped build the houses and stuff. So I helped to build like 2 houses. And the reason I did that was because real
quick sip, brother. We gotta need one, right?
Cheers.
What the whistle?
Cheers.
Quick, you know what I'm saying? I did that because my first house growing up was Habitat for Humanity to help us build our house. That was my way of kind of like
it's like
full circle. Yeah. My last 2 internships I did them at Def Jam, and I was there for 6 months though. I was there from June all the way to December. By the time December came, and it's time for me to graduate, and I was like, yo, it's my last day. Like, what's up? And they was like, last day I thought you worked here. I'm like, no, I was an intern this whole time.
Intern this whole time.
You know what it was though, because we had interns there that would come in like I was only responsible to come in like 2-3 times a week, but I was there every day.
So you was there seeing everybody every day.
Yeah, every single day. And there was other interns too. They just didn't get the job. But like they want to go home early. They was like, oh, I don't really have nothing to do. Is it cool if I go home early?
And and thinking from outside, I'm not getting paid for this, bro.
Yeah.
Am I, so it's like there's a certain drive you gotta have to be able to be there every day and do that.
I'm at Def Jam.
That's all you
I'm
need.
22.
At this time, it's popping too. Def Jam's on the
ride.
Like they're going crazy.
I done met DMX. I done met like DMC.
Oh.
I met like Lloyd. That used to be on the Murder Inc. I met Jeezy. Like this was all in the first week. I'm like, why you don't want to be in here? Like y'all bugging.
Right. You rubbing shoulders with greatness.
I didn't think this was possible. So like, and then I remember at the end of their internship, they was like, oh, I think I'm gonna get a job. And they was like, yeah, we'll call you about that. You ain't gonna no call back. You asking to go home early. What they hiring you for?
Right.
Like when I left, I had a workload. So when I left, they was like, yo, like everybody workload got heavier after you left because I had projects. And shout out to the team there that took me under the wing. Shout out to Dawood, of course, especially Rob Sims, Akezia, Tia. Yeah. Like they took me under their wing, like the little bro, and they all like eight and up years older than me, whatever. But they showed me mad love and just like taught me everything.
Do you think did you separate yourself in what ways in that manner? Because they seen the hard work in you, think? What do you think they saw?
Yeah. I was there every day, bro. Like,
yeah. When you said you had to only be there twice a week, like,
you only had a
amount of hours in this intern. You said like, what was the end goal for the intern to be?
You only had to clock in like a certain amount of hours a week. You know what I'm saying? For your internship to have a full week, like for like a class. Mm-hmm. And I only had to be there for 2 months, but I did it for 6. So I was like, I'm turning this shit into a job, bro. Like, I ain't trying to leave.
Yeah.
First thing I saw when I got
plan
in
B?
there.
Is it just straight plan A? Like, this is my.
Oh yeah. Ain't no plan B. I remember my grandmother asked me that. What you gonna do after? I'm like, I'm gonna be working here.
Did that make you feel some type of way when grandma asked you that?
Nah. I mean, she old school. You know what I'm saying? Like, she never seen nobody doing this before. I'm glad I'm the first that she get to see as her grandson.
I don't want to say this, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're kind of old school too, right? So
I am old school.
You know what I'm saying?
I was raised by old school people. Yeah.
Because my dad, like, I'm 26 and I still got old school in me too. So like that stability, that job, you know what I mean? Things like that or whatever it may be. So it's like, you know what I mean?
What all were you doing actually there at Def Jam for that 6-month course?
Yo, so at first they had me doing some bullshit, but I ain't gonna hold you. So like, I was basically I was the assistant. I was the assistant to the assistant of the department. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like,
wow, making
copies, printouts. I'm like, bro, the last straw, and I was gonna quit the internship too. I'll never forget this. They sent me into this photo room, and it was like the room where all the photos. This back when they was doing film, so it was like. There was no digital at this time. Right. And it's like, we need you to categorize all of these photo shoots, bro. It's like every photo shoot since Def Jam started. I'm like, wow, bro, this look like it ain't been touched ever. And I'm about to do this.
Right.
So I'm doing it, bro. I fall asleep in the photo room. I wake up, I'm like, nah, this ain't it, bro. Mm-hmm. This ain't it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, man, I can't. I don't know how long I can do this, bro. Because I'm like, I can't even show my value by doing this. Like, where... I'm not gonna hire you. What you do? Well, I made all those scans. Like, nah.
Right, not food.
But the turning point happened. I was sitting at a desk, and this dude, Tashawn Gale, shout out to him as well.
Shut up.
He works with I think he still works with Compound, like Neo and all of them now. But he was at Rockefeller at the time. Come downstairs, and he was like, he's like, yo, I need somebody to make a CD label. Everybody was too busy. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yo, anybody know how to make a CD? I need somebody to make a CD. I was like, I'll do it. Bro, he was like, I didn't know you know how to do this. I didn't.
You didn't?
Surprise to Sean. I lied, bro. But look where it got.
Hey, we got a BSB exclusive right now.
Yes, right. Yeah, and so like, I lied and was like, yeah. And bro, I get on there. It's like my first time really on like the new Macs. Bro, I get on there and you know how the Macs, like, they can hide the icons at the bottom?
Yeah.
So I get on there, bro. The screen is just blue. I'm like, oh shit, bro. I don't even know how to open the programs, right, bro?
Man.
Bro, I'm sitting there like just fucking moving the mouse
it's
around.
On the bottom now,
and then they pop up. I'm like, that's a wrap, bro. Right. Made a little circle, put the Rockefeller logo, typed the title out and shit. After that, everybody's like, they was like, yo, we didn't know you know how to design. Like, we've been wasting your time. And I was like, yeah.
Talk about.
So now I had to really like figure this shit out, you know. So my mom, shout out all the moms, you know what I'm saying? My mom got the bootleg Photoshop program and Illustrator and Quark for me from somebody at her job in exchange for me like drawing a picture of like his kids. Really? And so I got that. I would come home every night. It's like, bro, I had like 5 roommates in Flatbush, man. And I would just be out, have my little computer station, and I'd come home and look up tutorials every night. So every day I went back in, I knew something a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And I just kept doing that. So like a few months after that, and I was getting taught there too. Like they was teaching me stuff. They'll give me their layer files. I'd be breaking them shits down, trying to figure out what did what. And now they got me doing stuff like designing like the tour buses, but like it's already like their artwork, you know, it was like their artwork that was already made. I'm just taking it and just resizing it to a bus. But what I started to do, I started to add my little swag to it, right? Started to add some texture and all of that. So I'm like, I got some juice too.
It's actually mine low key.
Yeah. My touch.
I had to. So then marketing, like some people used to get mad, like, yo, like the artwork got to stay the artwork, which I understand now, because I'm like, it's the branding, like you want it to be the same. But I also was like, nah, I need people to know, like, I don't regret none of that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. If I see a young person do it now, I'm like, I know exactly what you're doing. Like, I ain't mad at you. This is why you shouldn't do it, but sometimes rules are made to be broken. You know what I'm saying? True. So marketing started to see it and was like, yo, we need to give them more stuff. And then that's how everything started, and first album cover was Young Jeezy, The Inspiration.
Oh my God,
bro! The way that happened, bro. Like,
I'm ready to dive in, bro.
We had it was a change of like the turnover rate in the music industry is crazy. So like my internship ended, they had fired the head of the department and like the lady that was right under him, and I'm like, damn, I thought they was gonna bring me back, and like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just fired him. I got brought back like a week after the Christmas break. They brought me back in for like 4 days, whatever, and I was like, yo, I had this interview at this radio station like the week before, and they was like, yo, you can start whenever. I was like, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to go to Def Jam and like work there for a few days. If they don't hire me, I'm coming back, bro. I'm gonna be working at the radio department and the finance department, bro. Like, I do not want to do that.
No,
I don't. But the lady liked me, and I was like, it's a cool job. My homie worked there.
You're in the door at that point, right?
Yeah,
like
like
you there.
That job would have been there for me, like if I didn't get the Def Jam gig. So my the 5th day there, and they were just like, yo, like, I was like, what y'all want me to do? And like, yo, just keep coming in. And that 5 days turned into 5 years. And I was there for 5 years until like I got let go on some hating shit though. But it's cool though, because they were still paying me after that, because like they were still hiring me for stuff. Okay. And I got paid more outside than I did working there. Yeah, so it was crazy how that
subcontracting you at that point.
Yeah. It's paying me generously. I don't know why it makes sense for them to do that, but I just couldn't be controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody new came in, so they had this whole new regime came in. They laid a bunch of people off. This back in 2006. Laid all my mentors off, bro. Like, I'm thinking I'm next. Like, I ain't got no album covers. I ain't got nothing at this point. And, my boss at the time, Grace, she pulls me into the office. I'm, 24 at this time. Right. I'm coming out, I'm nervous. I'm like, I got my little portfolio together showing, like, the little bus raps and tour raps, like, truck raps that I did, and some drawings and portraits I did. I'm like, yo, I ain't never had the opportunity to really do anything real, but like, this what I got.
Right.
And she's like, don't worry about it. You young, like, I can work with you. Cool. Jeezy project dropped in my lap like that week.
What?
Yeah,
wow, she really believed in you.
Like,
can we talk about what that was like though?
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that like? Like, what was that feeling
crazy.
like? What was like you being able to sit down and like the first, like when I get held a project at work and I'm like, just in general, like way smaller scale, it's like I still got to think about some shit. So it's like it's like this is a big deal, right?
So I used to smoke back then.
Okay.
So creative minds, heavy. I was smoking, bro, all day, every day. And I walked around the block. I smoked, came back in, just start going in. Just start going. I probably gave them like 20 different album cover comps. And it was just like, bro, I was so excited. And like I had all these pent up like creative frustration that I needed to get out, and like I put it all into that in the album package. I don't even think I thought twice about it, bro. Photos are already done, so it was like I just had to do my thing to it.
So now just being a fan, right, and just like wanting, like I've never really seen or know what too much of inside the industry like that as far as like a label, right? So are these artists hands-on with you? Because you've got a lot of like albums on your table, like you said. So like, are these artists hands-on to what they want? Is it kind of your freelance give it something, they get to choose 3, or do 3, give them, they choose 1? Like, how does that work?
Exactly what I was about to say, bro. Swear to God.
Like, nah, for real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fan of this, so it's like, how does this work?
Yo, it's weird. Like, back then, it was going through the gauntlet. Like, it would go through every department that needed to see it. before it would even get to like the artist, like it would go through like the marketing department. They would chop it, from 20 to like 5 covers. And then it would go to like the sales department and then like publicity and then go to like, Jay-Z, who was the president at the time, and then to like L.A. Reid, and then it would go to the artist, bro. By the time it got to the artist, bro, it was like 2 covers. Artists would get up like, yo, this it?
And then
and I'm like, I don't like it. And I'm like, well, I'm like, damn, can we show them? They were like, yo, nah, you gotta do some more. I'm like, nah, but we showing the rest.
The other 2 that you did, like maybe they might fuck with one of those.
And you're tweaking it, like let's say it's going through the first person. The first persons don't like it. You're tweaking it and adjusting it, and then you're sending it back to the first person again.
Yeah, it's a lot, bro.
By the time it gets to the artist, like, yeah,
bro, it got to the point because like I used to always have this argument. I'm like, all right, you do marketing, right? And I'm like, so you're an expert at marketing, and I was like, I make a living like creating visuals that people like. Like, so what makes you an expert at what I'm doing and tell me what looks good, but my say so doesn't mean nothing.
Right.
I'm just like providing a service. I'm like, but I'm the one with the eye, so I should be talking directly to the artist. So that's how it used to go. I don't do that no more.
Right.
I don't do that at all anymore. Like, I'll keep marketing in the mix, but like,
well, let's make it clear. Are you still with Def Jam?
No, I'm at Atlantic now.
You're at Atlantic.
Yeah, shout out to Atlantic, man. They treat me nice.
Shout out Atlantic. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they treat me really good.
That's dope.
Yeah, like now, like they kind of just let me do my thing, bro. Like, I'll talk directly to the artist, and usually it's like I work hand in hand with marketing all the time. Like I make marketing like my best friends in a company because I'm like, yo, we gotta work together. So like I'm gonna talk to you. Like we gonna talk every day. Like because I need you to understand why I move this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do artists
why
understand
you're
this as well?
This type of
Well, like have you? Okay, no. Let's say this better. And the ratio in artists that are more hands-on than not, is it more or less?
Most of them are. Some of them have ideas. Some of them don't. Some of them have ideas after you come up with something, then they start to get their juices going. So, but I deal with all of them. Like, I direct the photo shoots, so I go in person to the photo shoots and direct them, make sure I get what I want, create the lookbooks, get on calls with them, all of that stuff. And some of them hit me up directly, like, I'm working with this artist, Gang Ty June. He's from Oklahoma.
No, you're not, my boy.
Yeah, yo,
fuck with
bro.
That's my boy. 5-1. What? Come on.
Bro. Like, yo,
bro, I fuck with him sometimes.
Yo, I fuck with him, bro.
He's so hard, bro.
Huh?
Oklahoma.
He's so hard.
If I'm not mistaken,
it's Game Time June, right? That's how you say it. It's a 5-1. That obviously
yeah.
Game Time June.
But it's spelled it's Gang Time, like GANG.
Yep.
But it's spelled it's 5-1 E.
Yep.
June.
I just wanted to make sure I was saying it right. Gang Time June for sure.
So with him, he just hits me directly. It's just me and him, and like
his rollout's coming out. I seen him just post some shit too right now.
Did he post something? Because he told me he was posting it this weekend.
Yeah,
like
he posted something. I seen something coming.
We just wrapped it up yesterday. Like. Yeah, like literally, bro.
But oh my goodness.
And like that's how I prefer to work though. Like, let the artist talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'll keep y'all in the loop and let y'all know what's going on. But like, let the creators be creative together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear.
Keep the creative, and the business,
Yeah,
right?
Like I don't want the third party middleman. It doesn't make sense. Like, why are you telling me what they want, and then you showing them like. I done had people have meetings about my art with the artist, and I wasn't invited to the meeting before. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be weird stuff, because people be intimidated low key, bro. Like, when you just a cool dude, you don't really, like, I look at a job like this, bro. Like, I don't need a job. I want to work here. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I don't want to work there, I don't want to be there. I ain't going to be there no more.
Right.
Now, when you have that, like, you see that in your work. You see somebody that's just happy to just work and do what they're doing and create.
Yep.
And you got the people that work like they need to be there. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's a different kind of energy. But when they see your energy, like my energy attracts people. So some people get intimidated by that. And they might be higher up or whatever. And then like, you know, because this happened to me twice, bro. Like I got let go just because me just being who I am. Like, it didn't make sense to anybody else in the company. It's just.
In what way was that? Like you weren't taking that bullshit?
It wasn't even that. It's just. All right, so.
Hey man, can I get
you
that lighter back?
You said BLM?
Huh?
You said wait, they got rid of you because of what?
Not just me being myself.
Okay.
Yeah, not BLM. Nah. Like, all right.
Hey yo, can I get that lighter back?
Yeah, I don't think I ever talked about this on camera, but here we go.
Here we go. It's BSB exclusive, bro.
I don't even care. I don't even care if they see it at this point.
Come on.
I don't even care if they see it at this point. But I was working for this company, and I had just started getting back into like my fine art, and I don't know if y'all believe in like law of attraction and all of this stuff, but I was reading a whole bunch of books at the time, and all this magical shit was just happening in my life, right? Like just crazy, bro. Like God was speaking through like clear as day type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I drew this picture. Y'all heard of Andre Day? She was an incredible singer, kind of like Rihanna, like a vintage Rihanna. She played Billie Holiday in a Billie Holiday movie.
Y'all
gotta check her out, bro.
Yeah,
she incredible. Yeah.
Right,
She's incredible, bro. So we used to have this thing called summer sessions where we'll have a half day and then we'll have like a concert at the office where our music artists would perform. They have drinks, they have food, like complete vibes, right?
Right.
She came on stage, bro, blew me away. I'm like, bro, I gotta draw her, bro. So I drew a picture of her, and brought my sketchbook in, like, just in case I had some ideas. She had to come in for a meet and greet that same day, right? Like, I didn't even plan it like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna show her my stuff. And I go up there with my stuff, and I ain't gonna hold you. I was nervous, bro. I was nowhere near as confident as I am today, and
respect.
I was nervous, bro. And this girl comes up to me, Viv. Shout out to Viv too. She was like, "Yo, what's that book you got in your hand? Like, why you?" I was like, "Yo, I drew this picture of her. I'm kind of nervous to go up to her." So I showed her. She was like, "Damn, this is dope. I didn't know you know how to do this. Like, I didn't know you know how to draw like that." And I was like, "Yeah, it's."
So you're going in nervous, not even knowing she's gonna give you a compliment and all that.
What this picture look like?
Huh?
Like, so she didn't know you was gonna draw this picture.
Yeah.
You drew the picture.
Uh-huh.
You showed her the picture.
I showed her the picture. She was like, now I showed the artist. I showed my homegirl the picture first. Then my homegirl took me to Andre to go show it to her. Andre was like, "Yo, this is dope." She autographed it for me. I took a picture with her. And she was like, "Yo, I want you to work on all my shit." And she was asking me like when my next art show was. I was like, "Y'all just got back into it, so I don't even have nothing planned really." And now people in the label seeing my stuff, they're like, "We didn't know you know how to do this." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "I ain't really had no project to really be able to showcase that." You know, like
your side of me, what I got it, right?
I was like, "Where?" So now they're like, "Yo, we gotta start giving you more stuff. Like, we didn't know you were this talented." Blah blah blah. Cool. Why the next day my hours get cut?
What the fuck?
Yeah, make no sense, right?
Mm.
Yeah. I started seeing little slick stuff happening, bro. Like,
did you so that painting that you did, was that on your own?
It's
on your own.
It's on my own.
Then they found out about it at work.
I got a great question.
But the artist that you did the picture was that one of their artists?
Yeah. It was our artist at the label.
It was your artist at the label. You did on your own.
I did on my own. Ain't no law against that.
There is no law against
Nah. Well, I can't draw. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you are dealing with a label, so they
it wasn't the label though, bro. Because the label saw it. Like, people had the marketing. Everybody seen it. It was like, "Yo, we ain't know you know how to do this. We gotta give you more stuff."
Right.
Like, we ain't had no idea that you were this talented. Like, it was like people were like, "How you been hiding this?" Like, we should have been having you do stuff.
Okay.
Like, it was something like, but it was somebody over me that I think felt a little threatened.
Yeah.
And like, probably in the same field.
Yeah.
Whatever. I kind of don't care if they see it because they still be acting kind of weird towards me, but it is what it is.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, fuck that. Respect needs to be shown where respect is due.
Exactly.
All that other shit, all that sugarcoating, trying to make sure, oh man, what about me? What about me?
Hey,
that shit needs to
fuck
be
that.
No, fuck that.
Especially
I don't.
in a professional atmosphere. So it's like, at the end of the day, I respect what you're talking about, but like at the end of the day, getting hours cut because you're doing your creative lifestyle to the more extent, you know what I'm saying? Off work, off duty, whatever it might be, bro.
I just took it to where they couldn't take it to. You know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of the term gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Like they like you were able to get their access without them being able to get you there. You know what I mean, at that point. So.
Yeah, because it was like, and that's why I said, like, eventually I ended up getting let go, but it was literally because I was just being me, bro. And like I didn't do anything bad to nobody. Like everybody else loved it. There was somebody that did. I'm pretty sure I know who that person is, but
what's been your most learning, you know, like your most learning experience since being in the industry?
At the end of the day, I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to build a network. I always keep it business, you know, and like you do gain relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? Like you do, like some cool ass people at the label, man. Like I ain't gonna hold you because I mean they just like us. They out here trying to make it too. You know, my thing is I always tell people, I'm like, look, bro, I'm looking to be the easy part of the day. I'm the easy part of the project. Like when you come to me, stress-free, professional. I know what I'm doing. Know it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done well. We all gonna be happy. It's gonna be pleasant. Like, cause they be stressing, and sometimes I get there too, cause people be stressing me out. But most of the time, I just let them talk, and I'm like, all right, cool. Listen, I hear you. But let's figure out a solution right now. Because us just being stressed ain't gonna help nothing. And like, so I like to calm people down and stuff like that. So mine is always like, keep a calm mind, bro. Like, the industry is exactly what it is. It's the industry. Build your network because you never know when your day gonna come. You know, like that's how I lasted. It'll be 20 years and to 2024. So I'll be reaching my 19th year in the music industry in June. And
wow.
And I built that from just networking, being pleasant to people. That's really it.
That's not an easy thing to do, bro.
Nah, it ain't.
It's not an easy thing to do.
What's been a piece of work since you've done that you feel like deserves more recognition?
Yeah, yo, it's funny. So out here, people are just now realizing I do album covers and that I've been doing them. In New York, they're just now realizing that I do paintings.
Wow.
Out here, we already know you do paintings.
Yeah. So now they see on the other side, and it's like, I mean, honestly, all of it. You know, like, I'll have this thing where I'll like post like old single covers, you know, and then people look at it like, yo, bro, you did that? Like, yeah, I just want to start to show my age too, because they were like, bro, I was like 10 when that came out. And I'm like, you was out here doing album covers? I'm like, yeah, bro, I ain't telling you. I think
bro, throw it in the bag? I had no idea, bro. Fabulous throw it in the bag, he did that.
Yeah.
All on you, right around, Benny.
Yeah. That's a remix. But yeah.
Okay,
yeah. But I did that one too, though. So yeah.
Oh, this shit don't stop.
Yeah, I was like, when I seen that, I'm like, no way, bro. Yo, I was 10 when that shit came out there, whatever it was.
I can't thank my Def Jam family enough for like putting me on, bro. Like they know who they are too, man. Like they like shout out to LA Reid too, man. He used to show me hella love, bro. Like yeah, man. Like bro, him, his son, bro. They dope. They been nothing but cool to me, bro. Like I fuck with them heavy. Like LA Reid was cool, man. He used to throw some dope ass holiday parties too, man. Like bro, we had a holiday party, bro. Rihanna, LeBron, Jay-Z, Usher, and Beyonce was there, bro. The holiday party, bro. And I swear, bro, this motherfucker Jay-Z is like a walking poster. Like, bro, I'm just like, yo, how you do that? How you do that, bro? Like,
do that.
Like, he stood up from a table, right? Stood up from his table, had a, like, lit a cigar, you know what I'm saying? Puffed it. Smoked the fucking light behind him, made him a whole silhouette. I'm like, oh, walking album cover, bro. And I'm sitting there like, bro, I'm sitting there having drinks right next to Jay-Z's table, bro.
That's fucking
lit, I'm getting paid to do this. Like, this is crazy. Like,
that's so lit.
Yeah, bro. It was wild, bro. That was some good times, bro. That like the industry ain't like that no more, bro. Like,
by the time people hear this, we actually just went through with a Revolt dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Partnered up a Revolt.
Yeah.
So we don't see how that's gonna go.
Yeah, that's our first experience doing something like that in the industry.
Have I worked with Revolt? Yeah, I don't think I worked with them.
That's P. Diddy and them. Not
yeah. I want to. They tried to get me to work at Bad Boys back in the days and like Blue Flame.
Ooh. Blue Flame. I know that.
Yeah. They tried to get me back there when I was working at Def Jam and man, There's another thing too. The industry's small, bro. Like, it's one thing I learned is like,
what you mean?
You shit get around. Like, so I remember I was working under this lady named Allie when I was at Def Jam, and I went for an interview because one of my old mentors went to Bad Boy, like 2 of them actually, and they're like, "Yo, come over here, like, we do benefits and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Oh, I can entertain it. Always keep your options open." So I go, and our interview with them, man, it was cool. You know, numbers wasn't what I was trying to get. I come back to Def Jam 2 days later. My boss goes, "Oh, so I heard you went an interview for Diddy." I'm like, "How the fuck did you know that,
damn.
bruh?"
Yeah.
Like, how?
Yeah.
And like, my networking wasn't crazy like that at that point. Like, I'm like, bro, how?
You just you. How am I being talked about to my?
Yeah. Like, I don't even know how that got back to her, but it did.
Yeah, talk about small.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to appreciate the fact right now, bro. Like, I just gotta like emphasize this too as well. Is like even meeting you. You know what I'm saying? It necessarily wasn't on the industry shit.
Nah.
It was more on some networking, this type of good vibe, and like, bro, was able to just shake hands with him, bro. We had a good time.
I appreciate it, man.
We're able to sit down with him and get him on
I'm
the platform.
definitely happy to be here, man. Yeah, that's just dope.
But I look at you at the end of the day through all that you went through and all that you've worked with, you know what I'm saying? That everybody that you've been around, even from like your bosses and then the individuals that you've been trying to promote, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is it for you that you find most intriguing that keeps you waking up every day, you know what I'm saying? Working for what you do, you know what I'm saying? What keeps you motivated? What keeps you grounded? Things like that.
Man, all right. So it's about to get deep, bro. So
let's go.
We're
here.
My family first and foremost, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, we get the emails, gotta get the drinks going.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a full cup. I don't know where this comes from.
I'm gonna be faded.
Weed know them out.
So you got weed.
Hey, drink break. Hey, no cap though.
No, we good. We can roll in. Yeah, we should keep the shit rolling. Like I said, we chill over here, bro.
So the thing, my family first and foremost, because bruh, they seen me going through it, like in life. Like, I had health issues since a kid.
Yes, sir.
Like, I had a kidney transplant in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that's a good thing. But I mean, it's bad that I had to get it, but it's
because he made the list.
But I got it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I almost died so many times, bro. Like, also
health issues.
Bro, and it ain't nothing that like I brought on myself. And people like, yo, you be out here. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, this shit was happening before I even had my first drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had
Yeah, we were just talking about tequila and
everything. Yeah. So I have lupus, bro. I got diagnosed when I was 12. And you know, I was in the hospital when I first found out, you know, I had a rash on my face and all of this crazy stuff. And bro, also like joints and stuff so sore, bro. Like, if the phone was like, you know, where that monitor is, bro, like I couldn't get to it before it finished rang like 20 times, bro. Like, I couldn't walk. That's how bad it was. And you know, I ended up in the hospital for like a month and a half. I'm 12, bro. You know, all these steroids, face all swole up, but it was attacking my kidneys. You know what I'm saying? So like, from 12 to 30 is you know, that like, no, 12 to when I get 2018, I was 36. So 12 to 36. You know what I'm saying? 30 is when I had to go on dialysis. So I was on dialysis for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Before I got the transplant. So like, I'm doing all of this while dealing with this. Like, I'm going to art shows and all of this stuff. I'm doing all these projects. Nobody ever knew that I was going through all of that, bro. Yeah, like, it was crazy. So it was like, you know, that happened 2015. I got like, I went in for a procedure. Cause I kept getting like pancreatitis, bro, out of nowhere after like I had like strep throat and they gave me like this cough syrup, and like my pancreas just started acting up, right? Crazy pain, bro.
You're in New York at this time, correct?
No. I was in LA for the pancreatitis.
Were you going to Cedar?
Yeah, I went to Cedars.
Where's Cedar? The hospital?
Yeah. So I used to go to UCLA. So I get a procedure done at UCLA, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got cups, bro.
Oh, so here. Drinks are here.
Yeah. So I went to
email.
UCLA, That's who was doing my care at the time. And I don't fuck with UCLA. I'm just going on camera to say that too, because they did me dirty, bro. Like, so.
That's respect. Nah, this is your voice for what you went through.
I low key feel like I probably had a lawsuit, honestly. Like, so like, I'm like those guys, like, you know, that give you the pamphlets before, like, procedure and all that to read the risk. I'm the one, I read them shits. So I'm reading it, and it was like, yo, if you're in any pain after that feels like it's pancreatitis, because sometimes the procedure can trigger that, tell your doctor and your nurses, and they would probably keep you for a couple of days to monitor you, right? Yeah. So after the procedure, I feel the pain. I'm just like, yo, like, I tell them, they're like, oh, you're just probably sore from the procedure. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, and they're like, all right, well, we're going to send you home. If it hurts, come back to the emergency room, tell them you had a procedure earlier here, and they'll let you right back in. Cool. Bro, it was the worst pain I've ever been in. Like, later on that night, I was in so much pain, bro.
Where? Pain? Where? In your stomach?
Yeah, bro. It starts, like, right here,
imagine,
your upper abdomen, like your right side.
Yes.
And then you feel it in your back. Like, it's going right through you type shit. At the time, you know, I was married. Yeah, it was. I'm divorced now.
Okay.
But shout out to her. That's still.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, that's one of my best friends.
Hey,
say that.
Life's a process, right?
Yeah,
it's a journey.
That's a process. That's just.
She was there for you when you was going through those pains.
And she's still there. Like, she was still like, if I need her, she still pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not everybody's gonna understand that.
No, they don't. I don't even care if they do. Like, you don't meet that many kind of people, bro. Like. You don't.
Say that shit.
Yeah, so
Say
like.
Especially in a world like today, bro.
Yeah, I still talk to her. Yeah, that's my peoples, and I got her back too, same way.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to her, because she bossed the hell up too, so like.
See, now,
cheers to her, man.
Respect the fact, like, you show respect where respect's due.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of the day, you feel me?
Absolutely, yeah.
It ain't no bad blood, no way.
Nah, ain't no bad blood at all, man. I love her to death.
Transitioning into when you went through that, how did you make it cope? Trying to make the story, you know what I'm saying, so we can get all the context.
Say it again?
Trying to get all the context from your story.
So all right, so.
That's the right word? Context?
Yeah. So like, I put it this way. Every time, like, I went through something, like, I had people there for me. Like, my family was there. They dropped everything, flew out here. You know what I'm saying? When I had the transplant, I got my transplant in Arizona. And so I had to stay down there for a month and a half.
I hear they got the best doctors over there.
Bro, incredible down there.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Incredible, okay. Yeah. But the reason why I don't mess with UCLA is because, like, when I came back to the emergency room, they told me I had to wait for 4 hours.
Not 4 days.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I was supposed to. They said I was gonna come right back in. I'm like, I wasn't supposed to never left.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got somebody I gotta wait 4 hours in this crazy pain. Mm-hmm. So I go to Cedars. Yeah, my wife pushed me in a wheelchair, bro. I can't walk. And I get to Cedars. I mean, Cedars overdid it though. Like, I mean, they took so damn much care of me that I'm like, yo, is some of this necessary? Like it was wild, bro. I left with a lot of scars, but they made sure I was good. Great doctors at Cedars too. I'd shout out to them.
5-star Yelp review.
When you rode in there, how long was you in that lobby for at Cedars?
Not that long.
That's why I like, because I just want to capitalize off that. Yeah. Like, when people were actually going through something that actually feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through this.
Yeah.
How long am I going to be in this lobby type thing? So,
but my wife at the time, she had a lot to do with that. So she went when she put it, she willed me in. I was like, yo, I'm not waiting.
Yep.
And she was like, just relax. So she goes in there and like tell them everything that just happened, how I had the procedure and what they told me versus how they acted when I got there, and like. You know, this is a life-threatening thing. You can die from that shit. Mm-hmm. And so, bro, they brought me back in like 15 minutes.
Yep. He's in the car right now.
Yeah. And like they took care of me, and like I was in and out of the hospital for shit from August, what was 13 or 15, something like that, to pretty much almost Thanksgiving, bro.
I really give appreciation for that, man. Because at the end of the day, like, they got people really right there for situations like that. Because, like, you could say, like, yeah, you willing. Nobody knows what they're ever going to go through. But whenever you go into those situations, you want somebody to take care of you. 15 minutes later, you have a nurse asking you, okay, give me your vitals, sir. We're going to get you in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a scary situation in my mind, but I'm glad that it was able to get taken care of. Shout out to Cedar, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a trip.
There was a nurse there, bro. I was in intensive care. I was in intensive care actually the same exact time Lamar Odom was in there. And literally the same exact time. And there was this nurse there, bro. And it was like her last day working there too. Like it was our last week working there. And she was like, I was in a slump, bro. I didn't want to move. Like, she was like, I'm not gonna leave here until like you start getting your ass up and walking. Like, this is a nurse talking to me like a coach.
That's so.
So she'll make me walk around, get up, walk around. I hated her ass, bro. But that's how I recovered. Like, I loved her after.
You have to know her name. Nurse who?
I forgot her name, bro.
I
forgot. But yo, I was so drugged up though. Like, it ain't a lot that like details like that I don't remember. I just remember what she did. But that goes. And like, I'll do one lap around the floor. So, all right, let's do another one. You got me doing like 5 laps. I get back to the bed. She was like, you ain't laying in the bed. You gonna sit in this chair, bro. Like, white lady too. Like, you talking to me like
that was my next question.
Yeah, bro. Like
that's respect.
I was like, hey, you must have played like soccer or something. Like, like what kind of care is this? But that's how I recovered. But I say all that to say, bro, that was one of the darkest moments in my life. Like, I didn't think I was gonna make it. Like, all the time I've been in and out of the hospital as a kid and an adult, that was the one time I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, I wasn't confident about that. Usually I'm like, oh, this ain't nothing but a small bump. Nah, I was fucked up. And I didn't know if I was gonna make it, bro. And then like, you start thinking about shit when you in there, like shit you ain't do. You know what I'm saying? Like shit you ain't get to do yet. Shit that you said you was gonna do, you ain't do it yet. And then I remember when I started feeling better, I was like, yo, I'm about to be a fucking animal when I get out of here. Like, I'm doing everything. I'm about to be everywhere. And that's what I did, bro. Because I'm like, yo, I never know when some shit like that might happen again. Because honestly, like, the chance of that happening again is pretty high. It's just, it is what it is. And like, you know, my family was there through all that supporting me. I'm like, for them to see that, me go through that and recover, like, how dare I not go out here and be great? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was my question I had coming forward.
Yeah, like
getting out of that. Like, how do you look at life now, bro?
Bro, way different, bro. Like, I don't got time for nothing negative, bro. Like, I don't. Like, I'll move from one dope thing to the next. Yes, I have my issue. Ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? I have shit. I get depressed. I get all of that shit. But I know what I get depressed about. That's when I'm not being productive.
Right.
Like, when I'm doing, like, today, I'm on a high, bro. Like, I left my friend's crib, you know, hung out with them last night. Shit was dope. Then I came, you know, went and did the fridge, and I came here, and I'm about to go to Long Beach, do an art show, and then come back home, do a commission. Like, shit is lit. Like, I feel like a rock star doing that shit, bro. Like, it's great. I'm like, you know, it puts a smile on my family face. Like, my little brother always been like my biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he loved hearing it. He always like, I don't know why you surprised. I've been told you was gonna be doing it.
Shout out to little homie, little bro.
He did though. I ain't gonna hold it. When I was at Def Jam, he was like, man, it's cool and all, but like, you gonna be way bigger than this. And this is
the beginning.
This almost 20 years ago he was saying that.
What's little bro name?
Gerard. Shout out to him, man.
For real, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Without your motivating your big brother, bro, we wouldn't be.
Yeah, bro.
We wouldn't be. A lot of people wouldn't be experiencing.
Nah, he know it, man.
Bro, so thank you.
I used to be in a room drawing comic books when I was a kid. I used to try to sneak in there and look. I wouldn't let him see my comics until I was done. And he would always try to come in and sneak in there. I'll go to the bathroom. I'll catch him looking at my shit. And like, but that was always him, bro. Like, he always been like, that's my, but like, he bigger than me now. So like, now he overprotective.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody good enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's him. Yeah.
So I mean, speaking on the art a little bit, bro. You talked about commissions.
Yeah.
So how's that look like for your year? Like, do you narrow yourself down? Is it like can a lot of people? How accessible are you to getting?
You know what? Like, for the rest of the year, I'm finishing up this last commission. I'm not doing no more for the rest of the year. Next year, because right now I'm working on a portrait, and it's like 90% done. But I'm not taking any more portrait commissions anymore. Like, if people want commissions from me, it got to be my vibe, bro. I don't want to paint people's auntie or grandmothers anymore. I don't want to do that. That's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll just refer them to the homies. So, you know, it's either buy what I got, or if you want to commission me, like, commission me in the style that I paint, not just because I can paint.
That's a great point. I've had a conversation with a videographer about that the other day. It was like he's bent his way so much where he got to the point where it was like, man, fuck that. You're gonna hire me for what I can do.
Yeah,
you know, what I'm good at. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you ain't going to Basquiat or fucking Picasso and be like, man, I love your paintings. Can you paint my dog? Like, no, you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm grateful for all of those people that asked me to do that type of stuff. And like, for some homies, I will do that. You know what I'm saying? Depending on like what you mean. Like, this portrait I'm doing, like, this the homie. And like, I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of been slacking on it because it's been busy, bro. And like, when like doing portraits don't really inspire me like that. And so it's hard for me to work on something when I'm not inspired to do it. And it's just
in what ways are you not inspired by portraits though?
It's a face. It's
just
just like
what ways
it
are you
already
not
exists. The
inspired
photo
too?
already exists. You know what I'm saying? I'm just recreating it. So I feel like, I mean, I'm doing it in my own style. Like the shit is fly though. Right? I can't wait to give it to them because it's big too. It's like 4 feet by 5 feet tall, and like, man, like the details on that shit is crazy. Like, I like how it looks. I'm like, damn, I already made that. Like, I'll be shocked sometimes, like looking at the shit. But like, it's a portrait, bro. Like, to me, it's nothing really new in the world. It takes a certain technical skill to be able to do it, but it doesn't feel creative to me. But you can do it in your own way. Like, if you see how I painted it, there ain't gonna be nobody else that painted exactly like I painted it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I like painting shit like this. Like, I painted that piece, you know what I'm saying, Cloud9, because of how this girl I was dating at the time made me feel. You know what I'm saying? She made me
You talking
feel.
about the one with the 9, right?
Huh?
You were talking about this one, right?
Yeah. That's how she
The
made
teal
me.
one in the background,
Bro,
yeah.
she made me feel like I was floating. Like, she was different.
He literally is
like
on Cloud9. Like, he's on
I'm
Cloud9.
on Cloud9
with her.
What do you say you specialize in, bro? Is it the paintings or is it more the graphic design work, cover arts, and all that?
So
but then also you're doing you're creative directing sets now too.
Yeah,
right?
Oh yeah,
So
I'm glad
like
you said that. Yeah.
That's a whole different skill you've got as well.
Yeah,
So like, what do you
yo, I
specialize
like
in?
that shit.
Yeah.
So like, the thing that's more meaningful to me is the paintings because one, that comes from me. That comes from the soul. You know, like when I'm doing the shit for the artists in the music industry, that's just some fly shit. Like it's, I think that's
fly shit. Bro.
I think it's fly, bro. Like yo, I honestly like sometimes like you just gotta sit back and think. Like I'm at the office. Like I remember I woke up one morning. I'm like, I don't even feel like going to work. But I go in. I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, I'm really working at Atlantic as a fucking art director. This is kind of crazy, bro. Like.
But you did
no, say that though.
Yeah, like you gotta sit back and look at.
You did the Still Human cover, bro. With NoCap.
Oh man, yo, I
albums,
fuck with NoCap too, man.
NoCap, one of my favorite artists right now.
Yo,
bro.
he a cool ass dude, bro. Like,
yeah, you fucking. I
fuck with him. Like,
go crazy, bro.
Yeah, like he one of those people when you meet him, he cooler than you think he would be, type shit.
That's
but
tight.
The fact of the matter is
I'm a
that
big fan of NoCap.
I don't know how that line goes down as far as how he has a connection with you personally, but the fact that he knows if he ever was to see this or just get to know you, that you do care about the quality of work that you're giving to him.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. You know
yeah.
People that just want to do the work, put it out. Oh, whatever it is. Drake's whatever. What was it? That album cover with the diamonds that just said, what was it? You know what I'm saying? The black background. Whatever.
Honestly.
Oh, I know which one you talking about.
It's done. That one's fucking horrible.
I hate that, bro.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So you got ones like that. Then you got the ones like you.
Yeah.
So it's like, you feel me?
Well, then
I care, bro. Like
it's the notion of like you work at Atlantic Records, you're just part of that system as well. But now with you, it's different. You know?
Yeah. Not because my department is fly, bro. Like. We got some talented motherfuckers up in there, bro.
That's
like I came in there and I was just like, I'm thinking like, I'll still be flexing, but I'm like, damn.
Iron Sharp.
I was like, yo, yeah, shout out to Atlanta Creative Department. I mean, I'm part of it. I'm actually honored to be a part of it. Like my boy Chulo, you know, my boy V, you know, Mark, Dave, Alex, bro. They're all fire and everybody got their own kind of style. Like, bro, like every department I worked in was dope. Even like Warner Brothers, like when I worked there, even though I didn't like the way it ended, like that department was dope. Def Jam was super dope because that was an old school Def Jam. Like like they knew Say Adams. Say Adams was like one of the first. He was not even one of the first. He was the first designer at Def Jam, like the first art director at Def Jam. And
I learned all about the Def Jam stories through Drink Champs early on when they first started. I like hearing everybody on. I'm like, that's when I knew.
Oh, it's crazy. I talked to Say on. That's why when Clubhouse first started over the pandemic, and like I was on that shit every day. I got to talk to Say, and I was like, yo, Say, like. And I was telling him who I came up under as my mentor, and he was like, "What shit?" He was like, "That was like I was like a mentor to him." I was like, "Well, damn, you kind of like you like my art director grandfather type vibes." You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, it's crazy. I was like, how do you, I was like, yo, because if it wasn't for you teaching that, and then, you know what I'm saying, like you are the catalyst for so many fucking designers, like.
And who are we talking about again?
Say Adams.
Say Adams?
Yeah. Bro, Cole.
He ain't
even all the bro. He old school, bro. Like early Def Jam. Like he was a graffiti artist. So running around with Basquiat and all of that shit too. Like back in that. Yeah. And so he was cool with Russell Simmons. So Russell Simmons was like, yo, like, you want to design these album covers? And like he was like, I mean, I could try. Like, and he did it. Like, and he paved the way for motherfuckers like me.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And it's like, now I'm getting people jobs now. And it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's a crazy family tree right there.
Right.
It is.
It's very crazy, bro.
Especially for you to be able to be an individual in that tree.
Yeah.
Like, they could get anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, but they get you and your mindset to be able to help out individuals and grab and highlight individuals. Like, that's what we need in life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
And to still grow, because we got to talk about it. The creative director to this. That's it. I got to take a piss right now after this. So but to get into the creative director part of that, like, how is that?
That's what I wanted to dig into when you was talking about.
Still growing, bro.
Yeah.
You never
stop growing. Once you stop growing, you start dying. You feel me? But like, I like when you was talking about, like, I'm starting to build out sets, because I did that NBA YoungBoy pop up. And so that's where I'm taking the creative direction next.
Side note is that you and the YoungBoy, I see you do a lot of his work. Like, how's that relationship with that? Like,
I've actually never met him in person.
Okay.
I never met him in person.
And all the work you've done for him is great, by the way.
Thank you, yo. You know what's funny? Like, I love working on his projects. His projects come crazy though, and I don't always get to do all of them because, like, I can go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow and they're like, yo, YoungBoy dropped the project. We got to do some art for it. And I'm like, I ain't, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, but what I do is I'll hire one of these, like, young designers off of Instagram that be hitting me up and be super talented and might not get that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I give them that opportunity. I'm like, yo, I got a budget. Like, you want to do this YoungBoy cover? You want to do this NoCap cover? You want to do this Quando cover? And now it was more of me delegating. So, because I mean,
how much lead time they give you? Like, what's a good estimated lead time for you?
Lead time?
Yeah.
I mean, at least before the album come out. Like, I want to do after the fact.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
do you get to hear the music?
Huh?
Do you hear the music before?
No. So it'd be that quick.
As an artistry, do you think if you did get to hear the music before, you would be better?
Yeah.
You can make a better cover art?
Give me a title, and I'll create what I think would be the movie of it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I usually approach my covers.
Okay.
Like, what would this movie look like if it was a movie, right? And that's how I look at it. Like, yeah, but like the way that Quando, YoungBoy, and NoCap put on music, bro, like nobody can keep up with that pace. Like, especially having all three of them on your roster, like, I'm like, ain't no way in hell I can do that, bro.
Yeah,
my supervisor would be like, bro, don't do all of that. Like, please delegate like you can.
Yeah.
So I built a network of designers under me that I delegate to. And like, they're happy to. They're getting paid. It's taking the stress off of me. And that's a good look for them because they're young. You know what I'm saying? And
putting people in position.
They 20 years old. Like, yeah. They be sending me covers. I didn't even know the song was coming. Mm-hmm. They be like, yo, I did a single cover for this. And I'm like, I'm like, yeah, I ain't heard of this yet. Then the meeting the next day be like, yo, we got the single coming. I'm like, actually, I got somebody that got some artwork for it already. These young kids is different, bro.
They're trying,
yeah, and they be fans of these artists too, so they be catching on every one of their moves. and they'll just do album covers. They be in my Instagram heavy, just sending me shit like, yo, y'all think y'all rock with this? Y'all think y'all do this? And I'm like, y'all like this energy, man, because like that was me when I was an intern, you know. And I'm like, but now it's like at the tip of your like Instagram and Facebook and none of that shit was out when I was an intern. Like, I had to just get it through how I got it through. Like, it was all in person, so it wasn't no social media. Like, now they can just hit me with a message at the click of a button, and I'm like, well, shit, yeah. Like,
let's do it.
We all need a break. Just be dope. Like, that's it.
What's something that you actually want to be able to get done before you actually,
so
get out of the game?
Here's my thing, bro. What I want to do, like, is so all right, we have this artist named this is an example, and I already got this planned out. That's why I'm choosing this one. But I know about his project coming. It's called Formula One or F1. I think it's Formula One though. And so we doing like, I'm like, yo, we gotta do this whole race car thing. So for the photo shoot, I want to rent out a racetrack and do the photo shoot on the racetrack. I want to get an actual F1 car. Like, I wanted to be like fully on point. So everything that we do, the singles, all of that looks cohesive. And then when we do like the album release party, I hate album release parties. I don't hate them, but like, I just always feel like they could be better. Like, I'm like, all right, you go to this album release party, it's usually at some kind of venue, bar, club, whatever, drinks, music playing. It's everyday shit. I can see this vibe anywhere. But what makes us different? So that's why I wanted to start building out the what world are we living in when we listening to this music? Like, so I'm like, yo, let's do it. I would do it at a, in the fucking the pit stop area of a fucking racetrack. But I'm like, that might not be realistic. Yo, let's do go-karts. Let's do it at go-karts. Nah, I don't know how it's gonna be with drinking and driving go-karts and all of that, but it might not be so kosher or whatever. But I mean, but it's something, and I had like a whole like 5-page, 6-page book that I put together, presentation that I put together, like pitching the idea of it. So it's like, you're gonna have like race car themes and like drinks instead of the little umbrella. We have like the little race car flags. I want to design like a merch for them that looks like race jackets, but it'll be like long sleeve tees. So like, I'm more trying to create the world that the art is living in. So like, if I'm doing a painting, like, I want that to be in a room full of clouds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to step in that room and you feel how I felt in that painting. You know what I'm saying? I want the whole room to feel like that. And so when we doing the album release parties, I want the whole shit to feel like the album. Like, you come in there, I'm like, damn, this is dope. And y'all know what Sir is, right? Sir, the musician?
Yeah.
So he did some shit when he came out with his chasing something. I love the album. I can't remember the name of the album, but he did some shit where his release party or a listening party. He ran out it's like a theater or some shit, but they were like airplane seats. And it was like they were flying, and they had the servers were like dressed up as stewardess and was serving drinks. You could smoke in there and all of that stuff. Like, I didn't go to it, but I saw it on everybody's story. I'm like, see, why are we not doing this? Right. And I was like, you know what? Why am I asking that question? I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going now. I already told my supervisor what I'm trying to do. He's all on board. This is just about me getting the budgets. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know I'm only going to get it for certain artists, which is cool. Like, we did the thing for YoungBoy in New Orleans, and that was dope. Yeah. That was very dope, actually.
Very dope.
Yeah.
Very fucking dope, bro.
I was proud of that shit, man. Like,
that's lit.
Talking about which one?
He's building sets, basically.
Yeah.
The YoungBoy with the one with the mics. You remember the mics?
Yeah.
So what was the album again?
It was AI YoungBoy 2. So, and AI YoungBoy 2, and the reason I came up with that concept, right? AI is Allen Iverson. Yeah. And so with that, I'm like, yo, what can we do that's classic? And of course, people put them in cornrows, put them in a jersey, or put on a basketball rims. I'm like, but my most iconic memory of Iverson when he was getting interviewed and he was like, are we talking about practice? So, and I feel like YoungBoy has that kind of mentality, that attitude, like, you already know what I do. Like, and so I recreated that. I had the lockers behind him. I had all the mics in front of him. And it's funny, my hands is actually one of the hands holding one of the microphones on the cover type shit. Like, I couldn't get people to take pictures. Like, I gotta be a hand model and shit. My shit on there twice at that.
Different hands at least.
It was wild, bro.
Different hands at least.
Yeah, it was like, I think I had a left and a right. I think, it was a left and a right. Yeah, and so, you know, and then so when we did the pop up, you know, it was around the last Mito album. So this one was just called The Life of a Slime pop up. And so it was all his shit. It was supposed to, his contract was ended with Atlantic. And so it was about all his time from beginning to present with Atlantic. A whole bunch of pictures, all this stuff. We built out the set, built out the album cover in real life. So we had the podium with the microphone, the big ass printout of the lockers and all that, and the type up top. And you could step in there, a little photo booth moment. And then we built out his this photo that he had with him on his front porch, where we had like this porch, and then we had some fake grass and plants and turf, and super dope, bro. Like, it was so dope, man. It was so good to like. It was so much work though, man. So much work, but like
to actually get it built.
Yeah, but walking in that, dude, even planning this shit. And like walking in that,
I couldn't even imagine visualizing it.
Yeah, walking in that venue though,
how's
and like
that energy? How's that room? How's that like everybody being in supportive, you know, systematic? You know what I'm saying? How's that working?
Yeah, it was great because I mean, you know, it was interesting. I mean, I wish like more people came, but the shit was long, so it's like people were in and out. But that's kind of what we wanted because it was like you don't know what you're getting in New Orleans, bro. Like. You don't know what kind of people about to pull up in there, and you don't want 100 motherfuckers in there, and then some shit pop off. Right. We just wanted free flowing. That's why it was all day. But for me, when I walked in there, and you know, shout out to Veronica, you know, she was marketing director on it. We saw it, and we were just like, yo, we really did this shit. This shit crazy. Like, I never ever did nothing like that before. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like doing my own art show, so. That was major for me. And like it sparked up a whole nother passion in me. I'm like, I need to do another one now. Like, because even when I told my supervisors about it, and like I remember one of them was like doubtful. He was like, yeah, I don't know, man. He's like, we tried that for Lupe, we tried that for this. And I was like, yeah, I know. And then like a couple weeks into it, I was stressing. I hit him up. I'm like, man, damn, I ain't gonna hold you. And I was just like, I ain't gonna hold you. You might be right. I was like, well, I'm gonna keep it going. I would keep it going. When we did it, he was like, yo, I'm actually impressed that like this shit actually came to fruition, because usually you start running to budget problems and all of that stuff, you know. But we made it happen, bro. And like I commissioned a couple homies to do like some portraits of YoungBoy.
That's lit.
Because I'm like, I could have did them myself, but I'm like, I don't get paid extra to do that. We got a budget for it. Why not get the homies to do it, get some bread in their pockets.
That's lit, bro.
Get them some shine. One of them flew down there. Yeah. On his own down. Shout out to Jovi, bro.
Shout out Jovi.
He flew on. I was like, yo, he's like, yo, I'm gonna come down there. I'm like, yo, if you come down, I'm like, you can just stay in my room. And like, bro, he flew down there, bro. Live painted at the shit and everything. YoungBoy's homie was FaceTiming YoungBoy. YoungBoy saw him, was like, yo, who the artist? Now my homie talking to YoungBoy on FaceTime. I'm like, I don't really put the. I'm like, see, that's dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah,
see the smile on his face after the fact too, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it was like it happened so quick, and it's like a lot of my art homies didn't really get to see don't really get to see that side of me like that. You know, like me in like director mode, and I'm like, nah, like I'm directing, I'm working. Like y'all go be the artist and be the star today, like. I'm doing this forever. Like, I'm cool. Right. I'm cool with sitting back. Like, you my homie Victor, man. Like, that motherfucker's a superstar right there. Like,
what's Victor do?
Victor, he a painter, illustrator, designer, all of that. Like, make clothes. Fucking madman muralist out here, bro.
Damn.
Bruh. Nah, he crazy, bro. Yeah, yo, shout out to him. Yo, his Instagram, VMR3. Yeah, bro. That motherfucker, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Your catalog and the connections that you have is extensive. You know what I'm saying? And what needs to be recognizable is like who you are. You know what I'm saying? People always like look at their phone, be like, man, I got this in my phone, got this in my phone, got this in my phone, or I got these connections. But like at the end of the day, the connection that you have or the people that you have in your phone all gravitating towards you as an individual.
Yeah.
So I just want to be able to highlight you, you know what I'm saying? Coming from, you know what I'm saying, New York,
Syracuse, yeah.
Shout out
315.
Mello Anthony too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my man Mello, yeah.
You feel me? When you hear Syracuse, you think Mello. But I'm just saying, bro, like that's just something that really needs to be highlighted because
it needs to be highlighted. We got it.
You
as
an individual,
P, bro.
It's a rare sighting right now.
Yeah. You know what it is, bro? And like, I mean, that's part of me too, is bro, like I'm big on like showing love to the homies and all of that stuff. So I'll get off on a tangent because it's like I'm passionate about putting people on too.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I wouldn't be here if I didn't get put on. So it's like I do that, and I think that's from me being like from Syracuse because it's like ain't nobody from Syracuse put me on shit. And like I remember when I first was working at Def Jam, like motherfuckers didn't believe me, bro. Like they thought I was lying. They was like, oh yeah, well put me on the phone with Russell Simmons then, like. Where Jay-Z at? I'm like, hey, bro, like, first of all, I can't do that. Like, even though I could, I'm not doing that. Like, what I look like to y'all, you know?
Not for you.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, so from being from there, like, like, we don't make it out of there like that. Man. And like, I went back and did an art show in my hometown. And, you know, I did it at my homie's clothing store. And they had the flyers up like all over the city, like in the liquor stores and everything. It was crazy. Everyone wanted to see my flyer up everywhere, right? I'm like, damn, it's crazy. It's hometown love. There were some kids I was talking to my homies. They was like, yo, how y'all get him to do a show here, whatever? And he been doing all of this stuff. They was like, yo, we went to high school with him. Yo, they ain't believe them. They ain't even believe I was from there. Like, they had to show him, like, they was like, yo, if we had a yearbook, we'll show you. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah, but that's, you know, the mentality of my city sometimes, bro, especially like when you're young. And, you know, and I'm guilty of this too. Like when you make it out, you don't really come back like that. And I go back, but when I go back, I'm seeing my family. And it's like, I see my family twice a year. So it's like, they getting all my time.
I just don't get that go back period. Like what you want me to do? When I was in the city, I was at my house anyway. So
yeah,
what you
like
want me to go back and do technically?
I don't know. You know, I mean, I do want to do more like art shit. Like I did a sip and paint when I went back. And people loved it. It just gave them something cool to do. And they was like, yo, we don't really, like they have like the paint with a twist and all that stuff. But it was like, yo, we don't really get to do it with people like you.
Yeah.
It's like some old ass art instructor that's
for the culture.
teach you. And me, I'm like, no, we getting lit. I ain't gonna do this by the book. So like, and I'm just up there talking shit. Like I'm fucking with people. Like, you know, and
that's the environment of a good time though.
Yeah. And like to them, like, that was a highlight for them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I do want to go back and do more stuff like that. It's just trying to, but in order to do that, I got to be out there for like a month because I'm like, I need my family time. I got 2 little nieces, twin nieces, bro. They 5. Bro, I'm in love with them, bro. Like, if I can be around them every second, I would. So it's like, they taking up all that time. I'm going to do that. I'll pay with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my nephews.
How old are they?
One of them nephew is, I got 3 nephews. So one is 6. Oh boy, damn, he about to be 17 this year. That's crazy. Oh yeah. The other one is 11. He'll be 12 in February, and the other one is 8. And then I got 3 nieces. One is, oh my God, 2 of them are 5. And then the other one, Naomi, she is, I always forget her age. I want to say she's like 10.
If she's not, she's going to get so mad at you.
I know. Mad. Oh, she be already ready to fight me. Like, when I come home, that's her thing. That's her love language. She's not come in. She don't want to talk to me till I try to fight her. That's the thing. She's just like my sister, man. Exactly like her.
Before we sign out of here, bro, I got to ask you one question. We were talking about it last night.
Yeah.
You lived on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We're from NorCal. We've been blessed with this weather. And then even coming out here in LA, like, obviously, this weather is just like anything else, right? If you had to spend 5 days in the desert or 5 days in the Arctic, which one would you have to choose to survive in?
Like, I'm in the wild.
Yeah. You're in the Sahara Desert or you're in the Antarctica Arctic. Yeah.
All right. But like
by yourself too.
I'm in a wild. I don't got no house or nothing.
No house. No house.
They got proper clothing?
Proper
You're in
clothing
what
at
you're
least.
wearing.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
going-
proper
I'm going to the
clothing.
Arctic.
Nah, we ain't got to do it.
I'm going to the Arctic because I can always find water.
That's what I'm
I can
talking
always
about.
find water. I can kill an animal if I need to and get some food.
Start a fire.
Like, yeah.
Start a fire, right?
In the desert, bro, ain't nothing. Like,
you're gonna come out. You're gonna come out crispy.
you gonna come out crisp. Bro, I was outside today for an hour in 75-degree weather, and I was already like, bro, nah. Like,
Like inside.
ain't no shade in the desert, bro. Like,
None.
I know they say you.
Saying.
I don't know how true this is. They say you can cut a cactus open and get water out of it. Remember they used to do that in cartoons?
It is to an, no, it is true to an extent.
Yeah.
Though. It is true though. I ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna
cap.
poke myself though. I ain't trying to do all
Yeah,
that.
But then you gotta go try and find the cactus.
Right,
you
like-
feel me?
And then like, you know, they say you get the mirages. So like, cause the desert, like it looks like there's no end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm just seeing sand and sand mounds. It's like,
Nah, you just
I ain't doing that.
at that point.
at least you can layer up in the winter. You can't take your skin off in the heat.
You gotta use that on somebody else. I want to see if that's on transition to. I want to see what people
Is that a
say.
good question?
That is a good one. That's funny.
That is
though.
a good question, though.
Hell yeah.
We
Man,
signing out, but
yeah, no, so I was just saying the same thing. I appreciate bro for coming through, bro.
Definitely, man. I
Saying,
appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Hell yeah.
definitely.
I hope I answered all y'all questions.
Yeah,
and we
Tavon, right?
Tavon, yeah,
Tavon.
Yeah.
Tavon.
yeah. What is
Appreciate you,
Sampson?
brother.
Either way,
Samson.
Mr.
Mr.
Sampson.
Sampson.
That's what
Yeah.
I've been doing this whole
That's
time.
what everybody been
said
calling
this,
me,
bro,
yeah.
You gotta respect moms, bro.
yeah. Well, I mean, we only had to do that for the intro. You know,
you right.
she good. She know what it is at this
For
point.
sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Sampson, you already know, bro. We appreciate you for sliding through, bro. If y'all made it this far, follow, like, comment, subscribe, bro. If you haven't already, we taking over, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We in Los Angeles.
Come
you know what
on,
I'm
bro. We
saying?
tapping in
Yeah.
with
We
the
just had
culture
a
for real.
real exclusive person that's in the categories of Picasso and Basquiat. So we gotta
Bruh,
make
say
sure
that.
we capitalize
Say
off
that.
of that. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? It's your boy. Oh,
Hold on, say lock in for the commissions too. They're limited. If you need them, get them in.
Oh,
Let's go.
say that. No, that's definitely needs to be highlightable.
Yeah.
Wait, one more time. Where can they find you at? If we can just get that real quick.
Oh yeah, Instagram is at Mr_Sampson. So Mr is spelled out MISTER, and the Sampson with a P in it. So SAMPSON.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
There we
Y'all
go.
heard it once. If you need to hear it twice, go ahead and hit that rewind button.
it
It's
is.
your boy JG
It is what it is. It's Jay Jonah in this thing.
signing
And
out.
Mr. Sampson signing off.
Yes, sir.
It's blowing smoke.
Love it. Love it. That was dope.